So welcome tonight. This is kind of informal. This is the middle school bands at Plaza Vista. And we used to do this during the day, but we would have maybe 20 parents come. We have a lot of parents here today, so we're really happy with that. But this is a chance for your kids to play for you and kind of show what we've been working on. If we didn't do this event, you wouldn't hear them do a sit-down concert until December. And that's a little too long for us. So we're just going to play a few pieces and kind of show what we've been doing. Some of you, this is the first time you see your kid playing whatever instrument they're playing because they might have switched. So this is the concert band. They're made up of 6th and some 7th graders. And raise your hand if you started this instrument this year. Okay, raise your hand if this is the second year on the instrument. Okay, so the majority, there's a few kids who switched. Okay. So we're going to play 2 pieces for you. The first piece is called Prehistoric Suite, and it's 4 movements long. So traditionally, and traditionally I mean like the last 100 years, in a multi-movement piece, you do not clap between the pieces. So you just let it go, and then at the end, you clap at the end of the 4th movement. Now, during Beethoven's time, they didn't do any of that. They would applaud like you couldn't believe after every movement. In fact, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, at the end they had to redo one of the movements because they liked it so much. So if you could hold your applause to the end, that would be great for these 4 movements. Now, Prehistoric Suite is written by Paul Jennings. Each movement is about a dinosaur. So the first movement is Stegosaurus, the gladiator. So if we're playing this right, it will sound like a gladiator. Some tough, has armor, he has plates of armor, spikes, pretty crazy. The second movement is Brontosaurus. Okay, so the Brontosaurus has a long neck, he doesn't move very fast, he's kind of there. And in the trombones, you'll hear the neck because the trombones represent the neck. The third movement is Pterodactyls, the graceful giants in the sky, and that movement, that is a flowy kind of piece like you're in the air. The last movement is the battle. It's a battle between Triceratops and Tyrannosaurus Rex. And it uses, I have to tell you because you won't know what's going on, but I'll tell you. There's an aleatoric section in the beginning and the end of the piece. What is aleatoric? It means chance. It means they have a set of certain instructions in their part, and they're supposed to do it at random times. So you'll hear, it'll sound like the battle's happening out there in the jungle, and it's coming closer, and all of a sudden it's right in front of you. And it is very dissonant. It's a bunch of tritones and half steps. So it is supposed to be very dissonant. At the end of the battle, it's kind of left open. You don't know who won. So when you listen to it, try to figure out who won at the end of the battle. So here's Prehistoric Suite. Obviously, the first part of the school year for these guys is mainly we do a rhythm thing, we do a breathing thing. I'm really trying to get through these guys into their heads. These are wind instruments, not gentle breeze. It takes tons of air to play what we're doing here. And so we do a breathing gym thing most days. We do a rhythm exercise. We're working on scales, all those fundamental things. And they got a packet that they're going to use over the break that we're going to work more on when we get back from the break. The next time they have an event, it's going to be October 30th. We're playing Band Spectacular. We do Louie Louie, This Is My Country with the high schools at Irvine Stadium. It's really easy. It's a lot of fun. And then we have a concert in December. It's going to be at one of the high schools. I don't have the date yet because I'm waiting to hear back from Portola and Northwood to see what dates they have available to see if we can plug me in. So as soon as I know that, I'll put it on the Google Classroom site. What else we forget? Honestly, this doesn't work without support from you guys at home because you guys are the ones like holding the phones when they do their Google Classroom tests. And the positive support, like, yeah, that sounds really good. Try this one more time, and let's make this sound better. That kind of support really goes a long way. And if they're just getting it from me, it doesn't really work. But you can tell these guys are getting it from both sides of the coin. They're getting the support from them. So really thank you for that. The next piece we're going to play, last piece this group is going to play, is called Overture in B flat. It was written by Anne McGinty, and this piece is in different meters, so it starts in 4, and it changes and goes into 3. And there's a tempo change, but there's a lot of varying dynamics, and we worked really hard on those for this concert. So here we go, Overture in B flat. tell who the seventh graders are because they're not smiling? They're just stoic like this. Second row, stand.